Hey guys, today I'm painting a woman who is wearing sunglasses, and as you might have noticed from the opening slate, or you will notice as soon as I start painting, this whole painting is done in grayscale. So no color, black, gray, and white. And the reason I wanted to try out a grayscale painting this week is because I was looking at my past few drawings, maybe the past 3 or 4, and I've been noticing that they look a little bit flat and they don't have enough contrast and values, and that's because I've been focusing a little bit too much on color and not enough on the actual structure of what I'm drawing. So that's why this week I decided to take a step back and work on getting the values right and learning how value really works a little bit better. And I'm not saying that I am suddenly all-knowing and that I learned everything in this one piece, but I definitely learned a lot, and now I can kind of apply my techniques, and I kind of know better how to look at references so that I don't have to keep doing all grayscale paintings to keep learning. I think I will be able to apply it when I do a color painting. So I decided that my subject for my drawing was going to be something that's definitely in my comfort zone. So it's a woman. I didn't focus on the pose, I didn't focus on the background. I just wanted the main focus to be on value so I could really get a good grasp on it. And so right now I'm working on laying in where I think all the lights will be and all the darks will be, but it's really rough and I definitely make a lot of changes later. The thing that made it a little bit difficult is I made a lot of changes with the actual structure of the drawing. So I would move around and resize her facial features, and I even shortened her head and made it thinner one time. So that made it a little bit more difficult because I kept having to change where the lights and darks would be, because if you change the position of the nose, the shadow is going to be in a different spot. So that made things a little bit tricky, but it also helped me learn more, so that was nice. You can see right there, I was trying to get the glasses to the right shape, and I found this really cool tool in Krita where you can resize it, but on a 3-dimensional plane, and I thought it was working, but I decided the best option would just to be to repaint it. And the reason I mention that is because off camera I tried doing that a lot of times and it just wasn't working out. So don't use transform tools to do everything. Sometimes it's just way easier to just reblock it, restart over, fresh start. So just a little tip, I guess. Now I'm working on the lips, and this is where I made another mistake. That's where I decided that I would try to go really close to what I saw in the reference, so far that I even made a grayscale version of the reference and then exactly chose the values. But the thing is, when I did that, it just ended up looking really splotchy and I lost the form itself. So you kind of have to take some liberty sometimes and not be a slave to your reference picture. Because if you are and you don't think about what you're actually painting, you're going to end up with something really wonky looking. So take some liberty. Right now, what I'm working on is blending, but I did do something different this week, and I decided to use a textured brush, and it's just one of the standard ones that came with Krita, the program I'm using, but I really like it, and I feel like it helped make it a little bit easier to add 3-dimensionality to my piece, because when I'm using my usual brush, it's really easy to get nitpicky. Really easy to get nitpicky. So what I was doing in this one with the textured brush is I used it to just keep things looser and work from big shapes to small shapes, and it helped out a ton. I'm going to stop talking about the brush right now because I'm working on the hair, and I am actually really happy with the results of it. So basically what I did is kind of the same technique as last week, except I looked more at the reference picture to see where it would turn, where it would be dark, where it would be light. And I tried to loosen up my wrist more, and it was so much fun. I really enjoyed the process, and I thought it actually turned out pretty good. And now I'm working on my favorite part of the piece, which is drawing in the reflections in her glasses, because, no matter what random shapes you block in, it kind of ends up looking nice anyways. Then I just throw in a little bit of color on the glasses, and here is the finished illustration Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Bye!